You just need to test if the inverse matrix, the answer that you got is correct. And for testing, you can actually use this formula. So if you want to test out, so it's gonna be A times A bar, and your answer should give you a identity matrix for you to know if your inverse matrix, this is the inverse matrix. So if you want to test it out, and it will be the answer you got times A. What is A? A, it's actually the way we started. You see this matrix. So this is actually A. A is actually what you see inside. So I can even say, let me just copy this block so then you can see. In our case, A will be equal to what you see inside here. This is A. There's no space. Let's just move it there, and then try to create some space here. Okay, so this is A. So you're just gonna take A. So it's gonna be A times the answer you got. And what is the answer? This is the answer. Okay, and then if you work it out, you will get A times, I should give you identity, so you will get something like this. This is what you're gonna get, and this is what we call identity matrix. So this is what you're gonna get for testing purposes. So it's gonna be this block here times that one, which will give you 1. This block here times this block is gonna give you 1, and that block there times this block is gonna give you 1. Okay, let's see. Maybe let's not just assume. Let me just give you a demo. Okay, I'll give you a demo now how you can go about multiplying those two matrices. I'm going just to copy. Okay, and I think there's some space here I can use now. Okay, so what is going to, like I said, it's gonna be this one times that one. So I'm going to write it like this. The first one is gonna be -8 times -1. Instead of using dot, I should put just a multiplication sign, plus -5 times 3 plus -3 times 4, first row, and the second one it's gonna be 2 times -1 plus 2 times 3 plus -2 times 4. Next, 9 times -1 plus 9 times 3 plus 9 times 4. So this is what I'll get, and the answer to this, it should be let me correct it. I think I went wrong this side, so this section is wrong. Let me just remove it. The right answer is this is when you look for proof to know if you got the right answer. This is not identity matrix, it's actually the unknown, okay, for testing purposes. So if we go back where we started, this is I, the unknown. So for you to check it out if it's correct, we need to find the unknown, the equation equal to unknown. So what you see here is not identity, it's actually unknown that we're going to find. This is I. So this is what you're going to find. So this is, in short, I can just write it like this: 19 negative 4 54. Okay, so this is what the value of I is for testing purposes. Okay, and this is what this is actually I itself. This is what we had before when we started. Okay, and if you check for you apply the testing phase, you check, you should find this is actually the unknown that you're gonna find it there. And then since we found this unknown on the testing phase, so that means our answer is actually correct. This was just a way for us to figure out, and in short, this was the equation and the testing. If you start from the start, where we started at 1, this is where we started, and then we find for that we needed to find this, to apply this formula. We started by finding the determinant, as you see here. Okay, now once we got our determinant, we went to look for the minor. Okay, and then we solve for the minor before we get to the cofactor, and this is the answer that we got for the minor. Then we look for the cofactor. After applying the cofactor, and this is what we applied to get the cofactor. So we got this we got this as the minor, as you see here, minor, and then cofactor. This is cofactor, and then we apply the transpose. And the transpose, this is when you apply the transpose, what you get. And then this is our final formula. We just multiply the matrix together with, first we started by moving this one inside, simplify, and then I multiply this two matrices. Okay, and then we end up with this answer here. Okay, and final answer. And what you see, it's when you do the verification, and remember I said it's the multiplication of this matrix and the other one. So that's why you see -8 times 1. So -8 times -1, that's 1. -5 times 3. -3 times 4. Okay, and then 2 times -1. 2 times 3. -2 times 4. The same goes 9 times -1 plus 9 times 3, 9 times 4, and then you add them together, so you're going to end up with this matrix, and then work it out. You should be able to find the unknown that we had at the beginning. So if it's just you got the same as what we had at the beginning, then your inverse calculation are correct. Okay.